So in our last lesson, we covered this lesson, which talks about apologies and how to give reasons for your apologies and also how to make promises. So this was the focus of our last lesson. And we heard the three conversations between David and Carol, also Carol and Matt, and finally the conversation, Jackie and Amy. And we also learned how to make apologies. We also practiced our own difficult situations, the one with Matt and Amy, because he promised to take her to the airport, but he couldn't. So we kind of did our own version of this and we practiced it. And we also finished the one about Carol and Matt. We also did that, yeah. So I think this is... Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, Doctor?
Hi, Samiha. How are you today?
How are you, everyone?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, that's good. So here we're just reviewing... Wa alaikum salam. Hi, Salma.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How about you?
Fine.
Okay. So we talked about apologies and giving reasons for your apology. Of course, it makes it better. And after that, we also did the syllable exercise, word stress. So the focus was 2-syllable words. We focused on 2-syllable words and we focused on whether the syllable stress is in the first syllable or the second syllable. Examples like, for example, language, promise, concert, office. All of these are, of course, the syllable stress is in the first syllable in the beginning. And the other ones are, of course, the opposite. So we have Japan, we have degree, campaign, excuse. So this is the opposite. And we also found another rule, which is in nouns, which have the shun suffix or the shun ending. The stress is always on the syllable before the shun. So, for example, words like discussion. So the k, this is stressed. Application, k, this syllable is stressed. Conversation, promotion, information. So it's kind of a rule that the syllable before the shun is stressed. So this was the idea. We also did this in our last lesson and we finished it. Now, let's talk about today's topic. So today's topic is a little different because it's about grammar. And we're going to talk about the present perfect and how to use it for life experiences mainly. But we also want to compare it with the past simple. So we want to see when should you use the present perfect and when should you use the past simple. Because a common mistake is to use them in the same way. And even though both of them talk about the past, but they're kind of different. We don't use them the same way. First of all, let's start with some general questions about film. First of all, this word lookalikes, what do you think it means when we say lookalikes? What does it mean, the word lookalikes? Well, who can guess when we say, for example, they are lookalikes?
The same face.
Are they twins? Are they twins?
No, not like it.
Yes, not twins, but they look similar to each other, right?
Alike. Yes.
They look alike, okay. All right, so we have some general questions here about movies and films in general. So here, how often do you go to the cinema? I mean, we don't have a cinema here, but maybe when you travel. Who likes to go to the cinema when they travel?
Me.
Okay, so Nairuz, you like the cinema. And how often do you go? Let's say, for example, you're staying abroad for maybe 2 weeks. How many times would you go in 2 weeks?
Maybe not in the week, but in all the travel, maybe 2 or 3 times.
But
in the month.
For example, let's say you're staying a month abroad, right?
Yes.
So you would go to the cinema 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
I see. And what about at home? Do you often watch movies
yes,
at home?
I like to watch movies. Yes, and
Yeah.
like Netflix.
Okay. So you like watching movies, and what about what kinds of movies do you like? I mean, is there a type you like?
Drama, maybe romance. Like that.
Okay. And what do you think? Is it better to watch at home, or do you prefer the cinema?
What can I say? Sometimes better to stay home. But sometimes when I have friends with the similar or the same interest, maybe it's enjoy with them.
So you mean, but you're talking about watching
when
movies
you go
at home?
The friends, yes.
I see. Okay. Do you think there are any advantages of watching movies at home?
Maybe to concentrate, to quiet, without someone talking or.
Are you talking about the cinema or at home?
At home.
I see. But
only you open a laptop and concentrate on the film. All your sense with.
But you don't feel the same experience in the cinema? You don't feel that in the cinema?
No, because sometimes someone talking here, sometimes there is an interruption and something.
So you think there are distractions in the cinema?
Yes.
Okay, I see what you mean. And sorry?
But also enjoying in the cinema.
So it's also fun.
There's some yes.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hi Rashid. How are you today? Can you hear us?
Alhamdulillah, كيف حالك أنت؟
Okay, alhamdulillah, I'm all right. I'm good. Do you like movies, Rashid? Do you like watching movies, films?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Do you prefer the cinema or watching at home on the laptop?
Watching at home.
Okay. And how often do you watch movies? Do you watch films?
Once a week.
Once a week. Is there a type you like? I mean, is there a specific type you prefer?
I didn't understand.
Is there a type or a kind of movie you like? I mean, do you like drama? Do you like action, comedy, romance, science fiction? What kind of music do you like?
Comedy and action.
Okay. What about watching online? Do you watch movies online?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, is it good? Do you like watching online, or do you think maybe after you download it, it's better? What do you think?
After you download it, it's better.
Okay, I think so too. Yeah, I agree. And what about you, Samiha? What do you think? The cinema versus home. What do you prefer? Do you also like home better? Do you like watching movies at home? Can you hear us, Samiha? Okay, so Samiha can't hear us. Okay, so these are general questions about movies and about films. Here, I want you to take a look at number 2. We have some different types of movies. I'm going to read these words and I want you to tell me if any of these are new, okay? So the first one is, you can see here, we have an animated film, we have a love story, comedy, we have a war film,
Assalamu alaikum.
thriller. Alaikum salam. Hello, Sohaib, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so we're just checking some different types of movies here. If any of these are new to you, we can discuss them, of course, we can talk about them. So we have an adventure film, a horror film, we have a Western, a drama, a science fiction, and a musical. Okay, so let's talk about these types. Who knows what a thriller is? Who can explain what a thriller is? What is a thriller?
I think we
Movie,
talked about it before in elementary.
Yeah, in elementary we discussed it, yes.
Isn't it?
yeah,
Yes.
spy.
Yes.
What is it, Rashid?
Spy.
A spy film. Yes, that's kind of right, yes. Sometimes thrillers are spy films, correct? Like action, but what's the difference between a thriller and an action movie? What do you think the difference is?
It was a criminal or like stolen something.
But I mean,
I think there's something to discover. There's something.
some mystery, you mean?
Yes, like that.
Correct. Usually thrillers have a little bit of mystery. It's not all action, right? There's also investigation and, criminals and things like that. So a thriller is not exactly an action movie. It's a bit different. What about a Western? Do you know this type of movie? A Western?
Yes.
Who can explain it? Who can talk about it? A Western. What is it about?
I think movies of cowboys, I think.
Exactly, yes.
They call it Western movie.
Yes. Western are usually like cowboy movies. This is the meaning of Western.
Yes.
So it's usually old, the style is old, it's in the, back in the cowboy days. So it's a bit like that.
Old America.
Yeah, the old American West. Old American West, yes. What about a musical? What's a musical? Is it like a video clip, a music video clip, or is it something else?
No, movies contain some songs inside it, I think.
But all movies have songs, right?
No,
The film talk about music, maybe.
Okay, that's a good guess, Selma, but who can give me an example of a musical? Who
there's
has
an old movie, I think. It's called, its name, High School Musical. I think it's a musical movie.
Correct. That's an example of a musical. And also, do you know Gone with the Wind? Very, very old movie. Gone with the Wind. Does anybody know it? No? It's a very, very old movie. Do you know La La Land? Who's seen La La Land?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you seen it? Samiha? That's a musical. That's an example of a musical. It's a movie, but it's, there's lots of dancing and music.
Yes.
That's called a musical.
Or some example like Indian film.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy طبعا.
Yeah. Most Indian movies, most Indian films.
Also musical.
Yeah, Bollywood they like musicals. Lots of them are musicals. Okay, so I think you kind of get the idea what these movies are. Now, let's see what you like and what you don't like. Let's start with Suhaib. Suhaib, can you tell us what kinds of movies do you like? Which of these do you enjoy from this list? What kinds of movies do you enjoy?
An adventure film.
You like adventure. What
Yes.
else?
And war film.
Okay. Is there a type you don't like?
I like them.
What about the movies you don't like? Is there a type you don't like?
Yes, a drama.
You don't like drama?
Yes.
Okay. And Selma, what about you? Which movies do you like? And which you don't like? What types do you like? What types you don't like?
I like drama, and I don't like horror film.
Okay. And what about you, Neiruz? Do you like horror films?
Yes, I like.
You like horror films?
Yes.
What's your favorite horror film?
I like. I don't know what the type. يعني like. Example, Doctor.
I mean horror films. Do you know horror films?
Yes, I know horror films.
But, yeah. But is there a specific movie you like? I mean the name. Can you remember one of them?
Name. No, I remember. Like that serial.
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity. Yes.
Yeah.
I like this film. Yeah,
What about The Ring? Have you seen The Ring?
Yes, I think that
it's an old one. It's old.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
That time.
It's a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like horror?
Yes, I like horror, but I don't like action film.
You don't like action?
No.
What about comedy? Do you like comedy?
I also like comedy, love story, drama.
Okay. All right. So this is, just a quick introduction into different types of movies. In number 2, they want to show you the different kinds of film. All right. Now, here in number 3, we have some questions and we have some answers. We want to match these 4 questions with the 4 answers. And after that, we want to listen to how it's done and maybe focus a little bit on the linking here, how to link the words here. But let's start with the first question here. What kind of film is it? What do you think the right answer to this question is?
The type of film.
Right. So what kind, it means what type. That's right. What about number 2? Who's in it? What do we want here?
The person.
The actors.
Right. We want the actors who act in the movie, right?
Yes.
And when we say, what is it about? What do we want to know?
The story of the film.
The story of the film.
Yes. The plot. So this word plot is just another way of saying story, right? It's just another way of saying story.
When the story changed it to the movie, I think that's mean the plot.
The plot is like the main scenario. Even in novels, we have the plot. So, for example, the plot is just the main events, the sequence of events. For example, there's a murder, the police look for the criminal, the police catch the criminal, and then find out that he's not really the criminal, for example. This is the plot, the steps or the events. This is what it means. And the last one, what's it like? What are we asking about? What's it like?
The person.
Person's
yes.
opinion on the film.
So this means we're asking someone who saw the film, right? When we say, what's it like? We want to know, was it fun? Did you enjoy it? So we're asking the opinion of the person who who watched the movie. Now I'm just going to play these 4 questions in the listening track. I want you to focus how they're linked, and I want you to tell me what kind of linking is this. We've talked about it, I think, many times in elementary. So, but let me play the CD first, and then you can tell me what kind of linking did we do here. So let's take a look. Track CD1, track 40.
Film is it? Who's in it? What's it about? What's it like?
Okay. Who can tell me what kind of linking did we do here? Can you see this? Kind of film. And then again, film is it?
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything?
I didn't hear.
Yeah.
I also didn't hear.
I hear.
No, I hear.
Rashid and Samiha, are you using iPhones?
No, me,
Yes.
Samsung.
Okay, let me repeat it again. Let's try this. Okay, tell me if you hear it.
Track 40. What kind of
Yes.
film is it?
Yes, I hear.
Who's in it? What's it about? What's it like?
Did you hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So now I want you to take a look at the sentences that we just read. These 4 sentences. And of course, there's some linking that happened. But I want you to tell me what kind of linking is this and why did we link these words? For example, kind and of. Why did we link these? What's the reason? Who can tell me?
Maybe a consonant letter with the vowel.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what happened. Because here we have a
connected
consonant.
together.
The end of. Oh.
That's it. Yeah, because the last letter of the word is consonant, and then the first letter of the next word is a vowel. So you should link kind and of, and it should be what kind of, kind of, kind of. It becomes like one word. And the same thing again happened here. Film, consonant, the M is consonant, and the I is a vowel. Again, the S is a consonant and the I is a vowel. So this is very, very common, this type of linking. Whenever there are consonants and vowels meeting, there is usually some kind of linking that happens. And this makes the sentence sound maybe a little faster than you would expect. So it, instead of sounding like what kind of film is it? No, it won't sound like that. It will sound like what kind of film is it? Kind of film is it? Kind of, together. And film is it? Film is it? Film is it? Film is it? It's like one word, film is it?
Film is it?
So it sounds a little strange when you do it slowly, but when it's done naturally, it feels normal. The same thing in question number 2. Who's in it? Who's in it? Who's in it? So it's together. Okay, so it's just a quick review. They just want you to pay attention that if you have consonants and vowels meeting, you will have linking. All right, so this was the point here. Okay, who can tell us about the last film they saw? Who can tell us about the last film they saw? Can you remember the last film you saw, Rashid? Can you remember the name? No. Samiha, can you remember the name of the last film you saw?
Yes, it was A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
Yes.
And where did you see this film?
On a computer.
Okay. And wa alaikum salam. Hello, Noha. How are you today? Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Fine, and how are you? Sorry for interruption.
No problem. It's okay. But it's very noisy.
Yes.
Are you driving?
I'm in the way to the home.
Okay. Drive carefully. Okay.
Yes, I'm in the car to the home.
Okay.
From the hospital.
All right.
In the work.
Okay. Hope you arrive safely at home.
I was listening just. Okay.
All right. No problem. We won't ask you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. So Samiha, tell us a little more about this film. What was it about? Can you summarize the plot? Can you summarize it for us?
Okay. It's very difficult, but I will try. It's this film is a drama and love story mixed, I think.
Okay.
It's talking about the how can I tell? When an old man who is a big singer help a small girl to be she has a talent of singing. He helped her to be a big star in her city. And he learning her more, and he love her, but he starts to be alcohol addicted, and he give all thing to this girl, but he destroy himself at the same time. When she come, yes, the actors Bradley Cooper and
Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen it, but I remember the promotion for the movie.
Yes, that's it.
Was it good? Did you like it?
Yes, I like Bradley Cooper, and
yeah, me too. I like Bradley Cooper. I think he's very interesting.
Yeah, I think he's the director of this film also, and that's what I feel I should show this movie. It was very very well.
Yeah, I remember he also had one of his early movies. Do you remember Silver Lining? Silver Lining? Silver. Do you remember it? It's an old movie. It's an old film. It's one of his first films, I think, when he just became famous in the beginning. With what's her name? That actress, Jennifer Lawrence. Do you know Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes. Not the first, I think. It's not old film.
It's a bit old, I think. It's maybe 2000.
I think Hangover is more.
Is older?
Old. Yes, I think.
Hangover is also very, very nice. It's very funny. It's very good.
Yes.
I liked it a lot. Yes.
I like it too.
Yeah, I think Bradley Cooper is cool. Okay. So this is a good example. Who else can remember a film and maybe summarize it for us? The name of a film you saw recently. Said, can you tell us about a film you saw recently?
I watched series.
A series. Okay. What's the name of the series?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Have you finished it?
Yes,
Ah, nice. What do you think of it?
it's an interesting series.
I agree. I think it's very interesting. Can you summarize the plot for us? Can you summarize the plot? I know it's a bit hard because it's 6 seasons. You have to summarize 6 seasons in 2 sentences. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a chemistry teacher,
Okay.
and he he cook the drugs.
He makes drugs. He prepares drugs.
Yes.
Okay.
And
good.
And his student assisted.
His student helps him. He assists him.
Yes.
Okay. So the student assists him, but why is he making drugs? Why would a chemistry teacher make drugs?
To help his family.
Okay, but why does he need to help his family? What's wrong with his family?
Is a poor family.
Okay, so his family is poor.
He sold these drugs.
And he's selling these drugs.
Yes.
Okay, and what happened to him? Did he?
He become rich.
Okay, he became rich.
Yes, and he have a cancer.
He has cancer.
Cancer, yes.
Okay, but how is the cancer related to the story? Is it related?
Yes, he did.
He died.
Yes.
Did he die from cancer?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else?
It's the best American series.
You like it too?
Yeah.
I like it too. I saw it many years ago. I think it's very nice. There's another one called Westworld. Who's seen Westworld? It's also a series. I don't know if you've seen it. I recommend it. Very, very interesting. Westworld. I think you will like it, Suhail. Westworld. It's a nice one. And if you like crime and if you like the mafia, you can also see this one, The Sopranos. Very good series. Very interesting. A little old, but very, very interesting. Okay, so this is the idea, how to talk about movies, how to talk about the plot. So whenever someone asks you to talk about the plot, you just talk a little bit about the story, try to summarize the story for your friend. But sometimes your friend maybe doesn't want to hear the plot, so he can see or she can see the movie on their own. So I guess this covers question D. What about Inception? Has anybody seen this film? Inception. It's a little old. Who has seen this? It's very famous, by the way. With Leonardo DiCaprio. Anybody saw this movie? Samiha, have you seen it?
Yes, but I think I saw it, but I think I stopped it at the middle. I don't like.
You don't like science fiction?
Yes, don't like it.
Okay. Anyone else saw the movie till the end? What about you, Neiruz? Did you finish this? Have you seen it anyways?
No, because I don't like this kind.
You don't like science fiction?
Yes.
And does anyone like science fiction? Rashid, do you like science fiction?
What's mean?
Science fiction is like, do you know the movie Aliens? Do you know Aliens?
Yes.
This is an example of science fiction. So sometimes science fiction is in space, but not always. But sometimes
imagination. Like that, huh?
Yeah, kind of. Yes, maybe. It's a bit like things which are not real, but could be, in a way, right? So this is kind of science fiction. And do you know The Matrix? Does anybody know The Matrix? Another famous science fiction film. So this is science fiction. So what's science fiction in Arabic, Rashid?
فيلم خيال علمي.
Yes, خيال علمي. That's the idea. Yes. Very nice. All right. So now let's do a little bit of reading. Okay. So here it says, what do you know about the actor Johnny Depp? Can you name any of his films?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. This is one of his characters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But in
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. So this is the name. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Any other films you can remember with Johnny Depp?
Tourist.
Sorry?
The Tourist.
The Tourist. I think this is a bit old, right?
مصاص دماء بالإنجليزي شنو؟
But very nice.
Vampire.
Yes, there is
Does he have a movie? Does he have a film where he's a vampire, Johnny Depp?
yes, it's very famous.
Are you sure it's Johnny Depp?
Yes, it's old.
I know there's another very old film, but it's Tom Cruise and what's his name? The other one, Brad Pitt. Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Very, very old film, 1994 maybe. It's called Interview with the Vampire. مصاصي دماء يعني. But Johnny Depp, I don't know the movie. I don't know it. But what do you know? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Yeah. This is also famous, right? Any other films you know with Johnny Depp?
I saw a film of Buccaneers, but I don't watch it.
You didn't finish it. You didn't see it.
Yes.
What was it called? Can you remember the name?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Samiha, can you remember any names of movies with Johnny Depp?
Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Yes, and Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, very nice movie. I love that. Very good. What else?
Mad. I can't remember that, but Mad Matter or something like that.
You mean the character he played?
Yes.
Mad Hatter.
The movie. Yes.
Are you talking about Alice in Wonderland? Or another movie?
What, Doctor?
Are you talking about Alice in Wonderland or are you talking about another film?
Another.
Okay. I don't know the other one. Okay, so these are just examples of some of his films. So I think most of you know him well, I think. But before...
الفيلم اسمه Dark Shadow.
Dark Shadow. I haven't seen it.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, no. Was it good? Did you like it?
Yes.
Is it a horror film? Was it scary? Or was it like funny or something?
Not funny and not horror.
Okay. So it was a vampire movie.
Yeah, with Mr. Pfeiffer, I think.
What was his character's name? The name of the character he played. Can you remember in the movie? Do you know what this word character means? Character. So the character is the person that an actor plays in the film. So for example, Jack Sparrow, this is the character of Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So Jack Sparrow is not a real person. It's just a character in the film. So a character. Okay, so we're going to talk about this word, character. We'll talk a little bit about it. But there are also other words we want to talk about. But first of all, what does character mean in Arabic when we say character? Sorry?
شخصية يعني.
Yes.
الشخصية اللي يمثلها الفنان في الفيلم.
That's it. That's the meaning of character. We also talked about look-alike. So somebody who looks like someone else. I think this one is clear, to appear in a film, right? So to appear in the, what does it mean when we say that Johnny Depp appeared in 5 films? What does it mean when we say it like this, appear? Who can guess?
Appear in the film.
Mm-hmm. How can you explain it? When we say, for example, this actor appeared in 10 films in 1992, for example. Does it mean he was a part of the film or not a part of the film?
Part of the film,
Part
but
of
not
the
not the hero of
the main one.
You mean not the star of the film?
not the star of the
Yes.
film. Yes.
That might be right, yeah. Okay. What does it mean when you realize something? You realize something.
Discover.
But okay.
No, something.
To this.
Yeah, but what's the difference between know and realize?
First time you know. You don't know before.
Correct. Yeah. So when you realize something, it means you didn't know it, and then suddenly you know it. The first moment of knowing it, this is your realization. So in Arabic, what does it mean, realize?
إدراك الشيء أو
اكتشاف أو معرفة.
I think idrak maybe is a better translation, idrak, yeah. Because this is the first time you know this thing or discover it. First time you discover this information. First time you realize it. Okay, what about charity? I think you all know charity. How can you explain this word in English, charity? Can you try, Neiruz, charity, to explain it in English?
Charity, some place to give like money or something for people, and like how can I explain this? Volunteer, like make something like volunteer, like that.
Okay. But who takes this charity and who gives it?
Some people, يعني, rich people give money for some places like or making a like party, or not really party.
You mean like a charity event?
A charity event, like.
Okay, or a charity concert, for example, where all the money for the tickets goes to charity.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Suhaib, can you explain charity, or can you say what it means in Arabic? Charity. Suhaib is connected. Salma, are you there? Do you know what charity means? Can you explain it? Or can you say what it means in Arabic, the word charity? What do you think it means? Because according to Neiruz, she said it means when a rich person gives money, or not one person, sometimes it's a group or more, to poor people. But what does this mean in Arabic?
عمل خيرية.
Yes, عمل خيري أو عمل تطوعي, or I think mainly عمل خيري, because volunteer work, maybe here we're not talking about the money itself. I think here you're working for free to help, maybe, you know, teach for free, or build or treat patients for free, or something like that. That's volunteer work, I think. Character, we talked about character, and we have costume. Do you know this word, a costume? In English, who can explain costume?
I think it's something like uniform, or
like you, but what's the difference between a costume and
special wear?
You mean special clothes?
Yes.
For what? What are these special clothes for? For example, in the movie,
like Cinderella مثلا. Yes.
Okay.
Like Batman.
Jack Sparrow wearing.
Yes, so Jack Sparrow here. Can Johnny Depp play Jack Sparrow with a suit and tie?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't, right? So you need a costume. He needs a pirate costume, right?
Yes.
With the hat and the hair, you know, and the beard and everything. So this is a costume. It's specific for his character or for his part in the film. So in Arabic, what's a costume?
تنكر.
خاصة أو طيب.
تنكر.
Yeah.
ملابس خاصة يعني بالشخص.
زي
Yeah.
تنكرية.
Sometimes if it's a party or Halloween, حتى هم بتاع الهالوين نسموا فيهم costume حتى نفس الكلمة. Yeah, so a costume can also be in Halloween. So children wear costumes, right? But I think also actors, they need costumes for their characters. So this is what the character wears in the movie. When what the actor wears in the movie when he's playing the character. So
the character.
Yeah, so this is the idea of costume. All right, so now let's read a little bit about this interesting story. So it says here, cover the article, look at photos A and B. So which one is Johnny Depp and which one is a lookalike? Which one is the real Johnny Depp? Which one is the lookalike?
I think A is Johnny Depp.
And B? B is the lookalike?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see if any other agree with you, any other students. Rashid, what do you think? Which one is
I agree.
You think A is Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to read a little bit about this person, the lookalike. Let's read about him. So the story says a famous face. So let's see if I can show the whole thing together. Okay, we can't show it together, but when you finish this paragraph, I'll just go down, okay? So start reading here about this person, Danny Lopez, and after that, we'll talk a little bit about him, okay? So you can start reading.
Okay, I'm finished.
All right.
I finished.
Mm-hmm.
I finish it.
All right. Okay. Suhaib? Who's Suhaib? Suhaib is not here. Okay, very nice. So let's do the question section here. Let's learn a little bit about Johnny Depp and answer a few questions and about the lookalike, about Danny. So first question here. Let's see if you can answer it without checking. When did Danny start acting?
At the age of 7.
At the age of 7.
Correct.
At the age of
7.
7.
Right. When he was 7, he started, right? When did he realize that he looked like Johnny Depp?
1984.
1984.
That's right. Correct. So this one was right, and this one was right too. Nice. And where does Danny make appearances as Johnny Depp? Where?
At
private
parties and public events all over the world.
Yeah, so private parties, public events, correct? Right. And what does Danny think is the best thing about his job? He talked about
makes kids
He like
happy.
about that making kids happy.
Yes. Okay, just give me a second. I need to put away my noisy cat. Okay, just a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go to question number 4. So what does Danny think is the best thing about his job? He mentioned something he likes about his job. Who can remember what it is?
Make the kids happy.
Correct. Yes. Because if you go back here, and you can see here it says, the best thing I like about it is that it makes kids happy. So he likes working with children. All right. And the last question, do Danny and Johnny Depp, do they know each other?
Yes, they know
Yes.
each other.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Okay. But have they met?
No, they haven't.
Haven't met.
Yes.
Haven't met.
No, they haven't.
have or haven't?
Haven't.
Haven't.
Correct.
Said haven't.
They
Have.
haven't met. They have, Rashid? Do you think they have?
No, they haven't.
They haven't, yeah. All right, okay. All right, so this was a quick biography or a quick story about Johnny Depp's lookalike, Danny Lopez. This is the name of Johnny Depp's lookalike. Now, we have a few questions here, but this time the focus is more about grammar. Let's take a look at this little grammar exercise here. So it says here present perfect for life experiences, positive and negative. So it says here, look at these sentences, then choose the correct verb form in the rules. But first of all, let's focus on the two examples we have. So of course, the first example, this is in present perfect, and it says he's done a lot of work for charity. He's done a lot of work for charity. And the second example, which is in the past simple, it says, Danny started acting at the age of 7. All right, so we have two rules. We need to answer these rules depending on what we got from these two examples. Rashid, would you like to read the first rule, please, for us and tell us what you think is the correct answer?
We use the present perfect or past simple for experience that happened some time before now. Present perfect.
Okay, and what does it say here? We, this is very important, the last sentence. Can you read this? We
don't know or don't say when they happened.
Okay, so which of these two sentences talks about something where it doesn't say when it happened? Which one? Is it the first or the second?
The first.
The first.
So this means present perfect, right, Rashid?
Yeah.
Okay, who agrees with Rashid? Who thinks that's the right answer? And who has another answer?
Yes, I
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah, okay, so that's right. So this means when we know exactly when something happened, what do we use? Do we use the present perfect or the past simple?
Past simple.
Past simple.
Right. Actually, this is probably one of the most important points or most important differences that we need to remember when we use the present perfect or when we use the past simple. This is very important for us as Arab speakers because we don't have the present perfect in Arabic. فواحدة من النقاط المهمة اللي هو يعني فهم ال present perfect بطريقتين، سواء بالgrammar, how it's made, how it's written, and also when it's used.
About position.
Not only the position, how or when do we use it? This is the position is very important in when we want to know if this is present perfect or past simple from the grammar. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
The position can help us to know what is this verb form.
Kind. Yeah.
Yes, but this is more important when you want to use when you want to say something and you're thinking in your head, should I use the past simple or should I use the present perfect? So this is one of the important things you need to keep in mind. If you have something specific that happened in a specific time and you know when it happened, you shouldn't use the present perfect.
The past simple.
Use the past simple, yes. You can say, I started driving when I was 18. I went to Italy in 1995. I graduated from university in 2010. I started my new... Anything, yeah, just give the detail, give the date. If you have a date, if you have a time,
Past simple.
past simple. This is the general rule. But if you want to speak generally about your life experiences, use the present perfect and never give a date. Don't say when. Just talk generally. So this is quite important. Okay, so now let's move to the easy part. It says here, fill in the gaps with the present perfect with have, haven't, has, hasn't. Of course, here we're using the short form. So has becomes is, and have becomes v. So these are short forms. Okay, and they want you to use, of course, for the positive and for the negative. So let's take a look here. Okay, let's start with the positive. So it says here, if you have I, you, we, they, what do we use here?
Have.
Correct. But
Have.
what is it better to use? Should we use the short form or should we use the full form? Which do you think is better?
I've
Short form.
Yes. Whenever you have the choice, always use the short form.
Yes.
The reason is because this is more common in real language. So if you meet an English friend, most likely they will use the short form in writing and in pronunciation. It's very rare to hear have. It's usually contracted and it's unstressed. So they've been to Italy, we've been, you've been, I've been, I've been. So it's very rare to hear I have been. No, I've been. This is much more common. And the same story with he and she and it, right? What do we use here?
Has.
We use has and we use the short form, right? So we can say he's finished his homework, or he's been to Italy, she's been to Italy, it's been to Italy for talking about the cat. So, okay, now what about the negative? What do we do with the negative? With I, you, we, they, what do we do?
Haven't.
Right, exactly. So we use haven't. I haven't, they haven't, we haven't. Past participle. And for the negative, what do we use?
Hasn't.
Right, correct. Hasn't. There's this nice tip. It says that sometimes we can use never. So instead of using the negative, if you don't want to use the negative, you can just use never, right?
Never.
Yeah, so you can say I haven't met Johnny Depp, or you can say I've never met.
I never met.
So it's actually the same meaning. If you say I've never met Johnny Depp, it's the same as saying I haven't met. I haven't met Johnny. It's the same thing. All right, now, how do we make okay, this is an easy question. How do we make the past participles of regular verbs? Let's start with this one. Let's say we have a regular verb, for example, play, study, what else? Cook, right? These are regular verbs. What's the past participle of these verbs?
I've played.
ED, right? There's no change,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it's the same. So the past simple and the past participle for regular verbs is actually the same. So play, played, played, cook, cooked, cooked, right? Study, studied,
Yes.
studied, marry, married, married. It's the same, no difference.
Yes.
But what about irregular verbs? Is there a rule?
No rule.
No rule.
No rule.
No rule.
Exactly, there's no
Change
rule.
it completely, maybe.
Sometimes it changes completely, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's the same. Cut, cut,
Made.
cut.
Made.
For example, make, made, made. Sometimes the three are different. Eat, ate, eaten.
Eaten. Yes.
Right? So I just want to take a quick look at this page in your book. It's very nice. I think I've showed you this page before. but let me just show it to you very quickly again, because here you have a nice list of many irregular verbs here. And this, of course, gives you the chance to review them. So you can see here, for example, verb to be. So I'm just going to put the common ones that we use a lot, okay? I'm going to put them in a box. So these are common. So is, am, are, was, were, and been. We also have bring, brought, it's kind of common. Drink, drunk, drank.
Buy, bought.
Buy, bought, brought. Sorry, buy, bought, brought is from bring.
Forget, forgot, forgotten.
Forget, forgot,
Give.
forgotten. Yes.
Go.
And also get, got.
Drive, drove, driven.
This is also common. Drive, drove, driven.
Give,
Eat,
give,
ate,
given.
eaten. Give, gave, given. Correct?
Go, went, been.
Yeah, go. Very, very common. You're right. Forgot it. Very, very common, go. So this means we don't need to memorize everything, of course, but you know, the ones that are quite common.
To remember.
Yeah, just quickly review them in your book. At the end of the book, you can find this list. The same thing here. Leave,
Read.
left. Put,
Read.
read. Ride also. Ride a bike, ride a horse. Ride, rode, ridden. Write, wrote, written. Write is in the bottom. Speaks, spoke, spoken. Right? Sleep, slept. Sit, sat. Kind of common. What else? See, saw, seen. See is also a common verb. See, saw, seen.
Take, took, taken.
Take, took, taken. Teach, taught. You know, so my recommendation is take a quick look at this page. Write, wrote, written. Wake, woke, woken. Understand, understood. So, like I said, just a quick review and you'll remember all of them later, okay? So, like Rashid said, there is no rule for irregular verbs, unfortunately. No rule. You just have to memorize them, get used to them. Okay, very good. So we finished this little grammar checkup, or this grammar rule here. Let's take a look at the summary. Let's see if we have any important tips we need to check for the present perfect and the past simple, the differences between them. Let's take a look and let's see. So 132. I think it's 31. Where is it? This is the films. Can you see the pictures here? These show us the different types of films. Can you see science fiction, Rashid? This is science fiction.
Yes.
Here we have horror, adventure.
Yeah.
We have an action, a musical.
Musical.
Can you see thriller? So thriller, usually there's always, there's always crime and mystery with thriller. Anyways, it's not what we're looking for now. We're looking for the grammar summary. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, let's see if there's anything new. So this first point, we did it and our answer is correct. We use the present perfect for experiences and we don't know or we don't say when. This is the point. Past simple, of course, we say exactly when. So we did this. This is clear how we make the present perfect. I've seen all of Johnny Depp's films. He's spent over 20,000, clear. And the negative, they haven't. You probably haven't heard of Dani Lopez. She hasn't seen. And this is the same. This is also the same. We also did this with regular verbs. We just put ed. So play, played, played, watch, watched, watched. The past simple and the past participles of regular verbs are the same. So this is kind of clear. So there are no rules for irregular verbs. There is an irregular verb list. We checked the list. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, so there's nothing else. Very nice. So we finished everything there. We can go back to the exercise. Let's go back and let's do the exercise now. So we finished the grammar box. Look at the article again. Underline all the verbs in the present perfect and circle all the verbs in the past simple. Okay, so this is also not a hard exercise. Let's do it. So let's go back to the story of Dani Lopez. This time we want to find all the past simple sentences and all the present perfect, not sentences, I mean examples. Let's start with the present perfect, okay? So present perfect, we're just going to underline them. Positive and negative.
Haven't heard.
Right.
Haven't heard.
Correct.
Has made.
Correct.
Past simple.
No, let's do the present perfect first. Past simple after we finish.
He's appeared.
Right.
He looked.
This is past simple. We want only present perfect now.
He's worked. And the second
He's worked for many famous.
He's worked.
Yes.
Right.
He's worked.
He's done.
He has done.
He
has done.
Correct.
A lot of works.
Where is it?
He's spent.
He has spent. Spent.
Yes.
I haven't met.
Haven't met.
Yes.
Where is it? Haven't met. And the bottom.
The last paragraph.
Correct.
Below.
Yeah. The last paragraph. Haven't met.
Because I have a book in front of me.
I felt there was some cheating happening here. Okay.
Yes.
That's it. These are the only examples with the present perfect. Let's go back and find the past simple now. Let's put a circle this time. So past simple, everyone. Okay. Let's find the past simple.
Started.
Started.
He looked.
Looked.
So.
He saw.
Realized it. He first realized it.
Saw. Where is saw?
He first
saw.
When
Correct.
he saw.
After
Yes.
1940.
Okay, good. These days, blah 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 blah.
He first realized it.
He
that
first
he looked.
realized. Yes.
Where is
That
it?
he
Like no.
before looked.
he loved
Correct. Yeah, we forgot that. He
Yeah.
first realized. Correct.
So.
Okay, let's move on. I think this paragraph doesn't have any past simple, right? But why? Who can tell me why?
Because this day becomes speaking about this day. Still continue in his action.
Talking about his story.
Look like Johnny Depp.
His experience.
Talking about the experience.
That's it. Experience. That's the word. Because this one is not saying specific things. We're talking about his experience in general. Whenever we're speaking about experience in general in English, they don't say when. They can sometimes, but usually no. So that's why this paragraph, there's no past simple, because he's speaking about his experience. Okay, in the last paragraph, let's see, maybe you have any past simple examples. Can we see? Ah, there is.
Were born.
Yes, were, because were is the past of is.
Yes.
And am. I think it's more of
Because
the past
already
of
date,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, it's in the past and it's specific.
In the past, yes.
Yeah, so you say when. All right, so this exercise was kind of easy. So we just they wanted us to identify all of them. So we did this, we finished number 8, we identified all of them. What are the infinitive verb forms? Yeah, I don't think we need to do this, but okay, let's do it. I think it's quite easy. Let's do it. So I'm going to say the verb, you give me the infinitive, okay? Heard.
Hear.
Hear. Okay, made.
Make.
Started.
Start.
Appeared.
Appear.
Realized.
Realize.
Saw.
See.
See.
Correct.
See.
No, I want the infinitive.
See.
The infinitive.
Okay. See.
Yeah.
Look.
He
Worked.
Look.
Work.
Where's looked? Work. Yeah.
Realize.
Done.
Do.
Do. Right. Very good.
Spent.
I think spent.
Spent. Met.
Meet.
Correct. Yeah. Where?
As.
Yeah, I think it's are,
Be.
right?
Yeah.
Verb to be. In the
Because
infinitive. In the
Amy
infinitive.
and John.
In the infinitive, it's be actually.
Be, yes.
Yeah, the infinitive is be, but when we use it with he, she, it, of course it's is or
they
or are. Yeah.
Yes.
This is in the present, is or are. Okay, very nice. So we did this also pretty quickly, I think. All right, now this exercise, the next one, number 9, is really, really interesting because here, not number 9, sorry, number 10. But before number 10, let's do number 9. Also kind of easy, I think. Now, in number 9, they just want us to write the past simple and past participle. So they want both forms. Okay, so let's do it. So meet, met. What about make?
Made.
Made. Correct. Spend.
Made.
Spent.
Correct. Here.
Heard.
Okay. Have.
Had.
What about read?
Read.
What about win?
Won.
One winner.
One, I think. What about where?
Worn.
Yes, worn. What about give?
Given.
Given.
Did done.
Okay, see?
Seen.
Okay,
She saw seen.
Yeah, take.
Token.
Taken.
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 Yeah, be. We were just talking about this.
Be.
Where.
Was.
Been.
Yes, was, where, and been. Go.
Went.
Gone.
Gone.
Or been.
Gone or been.
Been. Okay, let's confirm this. Let's confirm this from the listening track. Let's see if we're right, and we can also check our pronunciation. Let's take a look. CD1 41. Okay, CD1 41.
One. Meet, met. make, made, made. Spend, spent, spent. Hear, heard, heard. Have, had, had. Read, read, read. Win, won, won. Wear, wore, worn. Give, gave, given. Do, did, done. See, saw, seen. Take, took, taken. Be, was, were, been. Go, went, been, gone.
Okay. I have a question. I think I've talked about this. I'm not sure if you remember, but what's the difference between, for example, okay, let's write it here. No, let's choose another one. Okay, so what's the difference between the first example and the second?
I think the first, he still in the post office.
Okay. And Ahmed, is he still in Canada?
No, it's in the past.
Return back to.
Yes, that's correct, actually, yes. So he's still in the post office. He hasn't come back yet, right? So gone is usually when you go and you haven't returned yet. Sometimes you return, but sometimes if you die, you won't return, right? Because they also use gone. They use it for people who died sometimes, right? They say he's gone. Or something that's not coming back, right? We say gone. So sometimes it means like permanent gone, not coming back. But sometimes you can use it, it means he hasn't come back yet. He will come back, but not yet. He hasn't come back yet. You get the idea? So Sohaib is right. Adam's gone to the post office. He's there. He's still there. He hasn't returned. Ahmed's been to Canada. He went and came back. When did he go? We don't know. Because in the present perfect, it doesn't say exactly when. But for example, let's say you want more information about Ahmed and about Canada. What should you ask? What should you say? Let's say we want more information about this trip.
Ahmed went to Canada on 19.
And back.
Okay, let's make questions about this. Let's ask Ahmed about his trip. What can we ask? He said I've been to Canada, and we want more information. What should we ask him, or how should we ask him?
When?
When, Ahmed?
When?
Okay, when what?
When both.
We want to know which year.
When did he go? When did he go?
Right, correct. You have to change to the past simple, right?
Yes.
This means that the present perfect ما يساعدش في القصة. You can't use it to
make more information.
You can't. Yeah. So it's a very good. I think it's a very good verb form if you want to ask someone without being من غير قصة زايدة يعني تسأليه بصفة عامة. It's good. Have you been to Italy? Have you worked here before? So if the person says yes, I have, that's fine. But if the person wants to tell you more about himself or herself, he will give you details using the past simple. He will say, I worked here in 1992 and now I'm back again and blah, 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 blah. So this means the past simple is very, very useful for details. Past, present perfect, no, it's not. All right, let's use all of this information, all of these ideas, all of these rules. Let's use all of this together to do this exercise. So read about Susie Kennedy. So this lookalike, her name is Susie Kennedy. So we need to put the verbs in the correct form. This means you actually have to decide if it's present perfect or if it's past simple. Okay, so you can start, and when you're done, when you're finished, we can check your answers. Okay, so you can start. Anyone finished?
Yes, I finished.
Yes. All of you finished?
Yes.
I finished.
Yeah. Do you think it's easy or hard, this exercise? What do you think?
Hard.
It's hard.
Hard? Do you think it's hard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Need revision.
It's a little, maybe it's a little tricky. It's easy to make mistakes, but
Yes, to know this is need use or past or present perfect.
Yes, the reason I like this exercise so much is because I know all of you can change easily the present perfect and can write the past perfect, the past simple correctly. I mean the grammar form. Everybody knows how to do this. But when to use it, this is the trick. This is more important. And I think this is why this exercise is a good exercise. They're forcing you to decide, should I use the past simple? Should I use the present perfect? Should I use? they're making us think. I think it's a good one. Okay, let's divide this paragraph. So we have 10 verbs. Okay, so let's divide it here. So we need 2 volunteers. Let's see. Okay, so Selma and maybe Noha. Okay, so Selma, you can start the first half, and Noha, you can do the last half.
Okay.
Okay.
Susie Candy is popular.
Probably.
The world's most famous Marlene Morno lookalike. She's been on TV all over the world, and she made adverts for companies.
Okay, companies. Such as Citroën
and Pepsi. Susie can act and sing exactly like Marlene, and in 2009 she appeared in the play Marlene and Lucky, London's West End.
Yeah, Marlene and Lucy in London's West End. Okay, before we check the answers, let's finish the last part. Okay, Noha, you can continue here. She. Are you there, Noha? Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She has a bird in number of film and as a Marlene.
Okay.
Now I am number 4, I think. Yes.
Yeah. Continue. Mm-hmm.
She starred in Italian comedy, Mia and Marlene, in 2010, and the film made £2 million in its first weekend. Susie has worked as a model, and she wear I think where past from where?
Okay, just a second. Work, you're talking about number 7?
Yes. Number 7 has working.
Okay.
Has working as a model. As a model, and she wear bust from where?
What is it?
Where?
It's irregular. Irregular. What's who can help now? What's the past of where?
Worn.
War.
War.
Past participle.
Yeah. You want the past participle?
No, I need past.
Just the past simple.
Yes.
What's the past simple?
War.
And yes. What's the spelling, Sohaib? Correct?
W. O-R-E.
Okay.
O-R-E. Yes.
All right.
A lot of Marilyn Monroe original clothes and film costumes. The really Marilyn Monroe died, I think.
Dead.
Dead.
What's the spelling?
D-E-A-D.
Okay.
In 1962, but Susie's live. What happens now? is not in past. Has never, hasn't can use or use never, like example in the past.
You have to use never here.
Okay. Never. Must be use verb be with never, صح?
Yes.
Never been more exciting than it is now.
Okay, so what should I write?
Never were more exciting than it is now. Where? Past.
I don't know. I'm just going to write.
Also, I don't know because I'm just now right.
Okay, write whatever answer you feel is better.
Never were.
Okay. And then we can, work together.
It's not true. I'm sure it's not true.
You're sure it's wrong.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if there's listening. No, there isn't listening. Okay, so this means we have to work on it ourselves. All right, so let's work on this. Now, everyone. So is there anything we need to change here from the beginning? Anything we need to, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
What do we need to fix? Show me.
Number 2.
Okay, what's wrong with number 2?
She has made.
Okay,
Made.
present perfect, you mean?
Yes.
But why?
Yeah.
Why should we use the present
Because
perfect?
she talking about her experience.
Yes.
And there's another reason. By the way, it's correct, your answer, yes. She's made, but there's another reason. Experience, correct. And what else? First of all, where does the sentence end? After Pepsi, right? By the way,
Yes.
this is another maybe
One
unrelated topic.
Finish.
In English, the full stop is very, 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 very important. Do you know why I'm saying it so many times? Because in Arabic, it's not really important, I think. I mean, it doesn't have the same role as English, because each sentence is an end of an idea or a grammatical verb form. Okay.
What's full stop?
So you can see here that there are no dates before Pepsi, right? So starting from, this is the beginning of the sentence. It starts with she. So from she to Pepsi, there are no dates.
Yes.
No times. So this means we need the present perfect. And like you said, it's experience. It's showing us her work experience, her professional experience.
Number 3.
What's wrong with number 3?
She has appeared.
But
No.
you have to start.
She appeared.
You have to start from the beginning of the
He
sentence.
appeared.
Suhaib, start. Where's the beginning of the sentence? Can you show me where? Where does this sentence start?
Yes. And in 2009.
But where does the sentence start?
Susie.
Yes.
Susie. Do you see?
Yes, past simple.
Yeah. Because if you go back to Susie, you will find the date. So Susie, blah, 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 blah. It's still the same sentence. And then it ends here. So this is our new sentence. Okay. So this means number 3 is actually correct. Now let's take a look at number 4. Is it correct, number 4?
Yes, but she is also appeared.
Yeah, also is
she
optional.
She forget also.
She forgot. No, I forgot also. But the most important thing, she used has. That's the important part. Also is kind of, it's better, of course, if we write it, but still it's kind of optional, sort of optional. It's not that. Has appeared. This is the important thing.
Yes.
Correct. So this answer is correct because there are no dates. We're still talking about experience. So
Yes.
she's appeared in a lot of films. Okay, this is experience. After number 4, we started talking about examples, specific examples and dates, right? So we have to change back to the past simple. So she starred. Is this correct or not correct? Starred.
Yes, correct.
It's correct.
In 2010.
Yeah, because we know when this movie.
Correct.
Yeah, this movie was released. This film was released in 2010. What about number 6?
Correct.
It's correct. Why?
Number 8.
Number 6. Why is number 6 correct? Why?
It's first weekend.
First weekend.
Continue.
We have a specific date.
Yes, the date.
Yes.
A specific date. It's first weekend. Okay, number 7. Is it correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes, correct.
Okay, because it's, you know, life experience, work
Yes,
experience.
worked.
What about number 8?
Number 8, not correct.
Not correct.
Ah,
She's
correct.
worn.
Yes, but why?
It's also, there is no date.
Yes, we're just speaking generally about her life experience. So she's worn a lot of Marilyn Monroe's clothes. She's worn and film costumes, and the sentence ends here after costumes. Now we have our last sentence, the real Marilyn Monroe. What about number 9?
Died.
And what's written here?
I think the IED.
But what's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference between dead and died? It's the same thing, right? Or not the same thing?
There's a grammar, I and E. Remove them.
Okay. Okay, but what's the meaning of dead? And what's the difference between died and dead?
Died.
What do you think? Who can use them in 2 examples? Somebody used died and the other one used dead.
Dead.
Maybe dead for recent.
Because in the past died. Dead already dead.
and in grammar?
And dead already did.
Yeah, the dead already died.
Already died, yes, from long time maybe.
So
It's
actually,
also the same.
Yes, I think dead for recent, but died from long time.
but the one we have here, is this dead or is it died?
Died. Easy. يعني.
No, I mean the one that's written here.
Dead.
Yeah, the one we have is dead. Do we want it or we don't
Dead.
want it? Do we leave? Do you want? You tell me what to do. Should we leave this or should we remove it? What should we do? Which one is correct? The one in the circle, dead, or the one here, died? What do you think, Suhail? And Rashid and Salma, what do you think? Which one?
Dead.
You want to leave this one, the one in the circle?
Yes,
I
dead.
agree.
Yes, dead.
Because it's in the past simple.
No.
Both one, past simple.
Actually,
Dead and the present perfect.
Actually, dead is an adjective. So if you want to talk about a dead animal, you can say the dog is dead. It's like saying the weather is hot or the coffee is cold. The dog is dead. It's an adjective. Dead is an adjective. Do you get the idea? So died. Do you get the idea? So dead is not the word we want because dead is an adjective.
Verb.
So dead in Arabic, what does it mean? Dead.
ميت.
ميت. Right? No, مش
Yes.
مات. لا ميت.
ميت.
It's different. Died مات.
مات.
But يعني حتى في العربي نفس القصة. ميت كصفة يعني. ميت.
الشخص ميت.
Yes.
ولا النبات ميت.
Yes. أي شيء. Yes. ميت. But if you want to say مات مش نفس الشيء يعني فعل. يموت مات. ميت is the adjective. So we need the past simple of die, and die is a regular verb, by the way. It's regular. We like live, and also because it ends with e, we just put
sorry,
d.
but the connection lost. Why not use dead?
Dead is an adjective, not a verb.
Okay.
Dead لي بالعربي ميت. النبات ميت. الجو ساخن. صفة يعني مش فعل.
Not fair.
Okay.
So okay, why do we have to use the past simple? Can we use Marilyn Monroe has died?
No, because we have
date.
Correct.
Date.
Right. That's right.
1962.
Yeah. What about number 10? Do we need to change anything or is it correct?
Sure.
Never been.
No.
Never been.
Never was, I think. Never.
Okay.
No, because we have date.
Where's date?
We have this
No.
magical word. هذه بتقلب الموازين هذه this one.
Okay.
So what should we put here? Number Samiha, are you there? Can you hear us? I think Samiha is busy. So what should we do with number 10?
Never was.
But Susie lied.
Never was, I think.
Never were. أنا صح.
صح. Where?
Okay, let's see. Salma, what do you think? Is it correct like this? I want to see everyone's opinion. Samiha, can you hear us? What do you think we should do with number 10? Okay, I think they're not there. Okay, let's have another example, okay? I don't want to just give you the answer. Let's have a little story.
But not like now, it's like compatible.
Wow.
Or comparison, more exciting than it's now.
Okay.
Pronoun of life, it's.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk.
Never been, maybe more.
I'll give you an example. Let's say the weather today is the weather. Okay, the weather in Libya is usually cold, but that's me cold. Last week it was, let's say 50. What do you understand from this little paragraph?
مع never دايما نستخدموا ال past participle.
Very nice point. You're right, Rashid. Actually, you're right.
Yes.
With never.
Like ever, or never.
Yes, never and ever are only with the past participle. This means never and ever are actually time expressions used, not kind of time expressions, let's call them phrases, time phrases maybe, used only with the perfect tense. Just like we use always, often, never, or with the present simple. I never, حتى present simple يمشي الحال. مثلا I never go to work on Friday. حتى هو يمشي الحال يعني. نقدر نستعملها كadverb of frequency مع ال present simple عادي. So this means with the present simple, you can't use it with the past. Never, you can't use it with the past. For example, let's talk about my life experience. I've never been to China. This is a real example. I've never been to China. Maybe next week I'll go. I don't know. It's unlikely, but as of today, يعني حتى اللحظة هذه, I've never been to China. لهذه اللحظة.
Okay.
This could change in the future, of course, right? So, and here it says, but it has never been colder than it is today. So my question is, in this story, which is the coldest day in the history of Libya? What is the coldest day in the history of Libya, according to this story?
Today.
Today, very good.
Okay.
Today is the coldest day in the history of Libya. اليوم كان record. This is the lowest so far. Maybe tomorrow will be colder, we don't know. لكن حتى هذه اللحظة, this is the coldest day ever. So let's go back to Susie Kennedy. So what should we do with number 10?
Has
Never been.
What should
Has
we
never
do?
been. Has never been.
Right, that's correct. But Susie's life
Has never been.
Yes, has never been
Okay.
more exciting than it is now. So this means now in her life, she's more excited than she ever was in the past. So this is like the peak of her excitement. So let's imagine, if we imagine this is her life and this is the excitement in her professional life. So it's like this.
Yes.
Do you get the idea? And this is now. So we don't know what will happen in the future. Maybe it will stop being exciting. Maybe it will continue like this. Maybe it will even become more exciting in the future, right? Or maybe she will die tomorrow. Right? Or maybe her life will start to become boring. We don't know what will happen. لكن حتى هذه اللحظة, it's never been more exciting. Do you get the idea? So present perfect.
Yes.
Present perfect, I think it's easier if you do it بالليبي. For example, let's think of another. خلينا من number 10. Let's. She's also appeared in a number of films. No, I'm thinking of another example. لا ذاك ال present perfect continuous موضوع تاني. Sorry, I was thinking of the other example, which is using the present perfect continuous. For example, she's been acting for 10 years, for example, right? So this is the present perfect continuous. She's been acting for 10 years. So it means she started 10 years ago and she's still acting today, right? She's been acting for 10 years. Or I've been working in this company or this clinic or this factory or this anything. I've been working here. So you can say since. هذا أعتقد في الدروس القادمة حنتكلم عليه بالتفصيل. Since مثلا 2019. Or it's the same. You can just use the same example. And instead of since, you can use for. And you can use 1 year. For 1 year. Right? It's actually the same meaning. I've been working here since 2019. I've been working here for 1 year. This is the relationship between since and for. I think this is in our next lesson, the one we'll talk about in the next time. But anyways, now all of the answers are correct. And I think this is the important news. So I've never been, has never been more exciting. Okay, but let me very quickly show you our next lesson. So this time we're going to talk about questions with ever. Have you ever been? Have you ever traveled? Have you ever? So موضوعنا في الحصة الجاية حنستمر في ال present perfect for life experiences. نفس الموضوع. أعتقد في الدرس هذا حناخد قصة ال since and no. But we have another similar exercise. زي اللي درناه توا نفس القصة. You have to choose here present perfect or past simple. So it's exactly the same. So so this means we'll continue talking about the same topic. All right, so that's all for today. My advice is try to do the workbook exercises. They will help a lot because you will see more of these mixed exercises. And this will make you a little better in choosing when to use the past simple, when to use the present perfect. And remember, the secret is the full stop. You have to pay attention to the full stop. So you can separate.
Can you
the
send
sentences.
it to me?
I didn't send you the workbook?
No.
Ah, okay. Anyone else I didn't send the workbook to? Okay, I'll send it to you now. Okay, so it's very nice. It will help.
Okay.
So that's all. Thank you for your time. Have a great weekend and see you again on
Thank you and
Saturday.
good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome. Good night.